Hey, what's going on, MGTOW community? This is Vladimir Solis, aka the Hot Pepper Pill. I hope you guys are having a nice day. It's kind of rainy and dreary down here in Baltimore, but it's the weekend. You're going your own way, living life, and just, regardless if it's raining or not, we're MGTOW. We're going our own way and just carving our own path out of life, making it the best we can. I wanted to talk to you guys about women and how they fall prey to just stupid things. In terms of their purchasing habits, in terms of the selfie culture, in terms of the wanting it now, gotta have it now, and sharing it on Facebook for everyone to see, getting 40, 50, 60 likes on something dumb. We've seen this before with the selfie stick, the whole idea that narcissism is on the rise. Women were purchasing the selfie stick as one of the top 10 items on Amazon, an item to take a picture of yourself at a better angle or a different angle or something so exciting and amazing that whoop-de-doo, women got to go and buy it. Again, you don't see men taking selfies nearly to the extent of women. I work a lot in the city schools, and you'll see all over the place, women kind of, you'll see them start to brush their hair, go through, the motions of, combing through their face, putting on makeup on, this, that, the other, pull out their phone and try and get that perfect picture against the window or in the, certain light of the classroom. And it's not men doing this, I don't very rarely take a selfie. But the selfie stick was very popular for a while, and I just want to talk to you guys today about two new things that women are buying, and just how stupid it is, how they fall prey to this trap of like-mindedness, of this herd mentality. And one of the items in particular is the Starbucks Frappuccino, the pink unicorn drink, which only has about 12 donuts worth of sugar in it. A drink that's going to help you get diabetes a lot quicker, get out of shape, get fat, be a piece of shit. You take a sip of this thing and it's 12 donuts worth of sugar. It's your insulin, your sugar intake is going to be going through the roof. But yet just because it's pink and it's pretty and it's got, blue rainbow sprinkles and what the fuck ever, everyone's got to take a picture of them buying this product and posting it to Facebook. When is the last time that men really gathered up in mass about a drink? Men like beer, men like bourbon and scotch, this, that, the other. But, men don't gravitate towards beverages like in fall, when the pumpkin frappuccino, pumpkin spice latte, all these other pumpkin candies and bars and all these other things that women gravitate towards. In fact, I heard through another article online that pumpkins, in terms of their growing, in terms of the demand for them, it was going to be hard to meet the demands of all the women wanting these frappuccinos, these different bars, these different candies that contain pumpkin, and the demand is so high, farmers have had to grow more pumpkins in the recent years than ever. Not only do people buy them as jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween, whatever, the perpetuation of women buying these stupid products just because another woman says that's what you're supposed to do. I see the same thing with this pink unicorn frappuccino. It's just like any other frappuccino they offer. It's, I guess mango and cotton candy flavored mixed together. But it's nothing really new, it's nothing exciting, but yet just because it's pink and pretty, women gotta line up around the door to post their experience of a drink that the main consensus is it tastes like shit. How could a drink that's got 12 donuts worth of sugar in it taste really any good? The main consensus is it tastes like shit, but yet everyone's posting it on Facebook. I'm sure you guys have seen it, for those of you not dropped off those social media platforms. I've noticed a lot of girls on there posting about their caramel, pink unicorn frappuccino, whatever it is, and are getting 40, 50 likes a pop, comments asking how it is. And it's just, my main point is, you don't see men doing this. You don't see men in mass gathering around for some type of drink or gimmick. Another thing that's come out, let's move into part 2 of the video, are fidget cubes. For you guys that know, when you have ADD, you like to fidget a lot. I broke a pen in a leasing office of an apartment I was trying to rent by just clicking it so much. Was fidgeting with it, whatever. But as a person with ADD knows you can fidget with anything. Anything you can find can probably be clicked or manipulated in a way that is stimulating to the ADD rattled mind. And these fidget cubes, I've seen them now on sale. They're not only on the internet, but they're also at 7-Eleven, in the front area of all the dumbest seen on TV things by the counter. But people who buy these fidget cubes, again, it's like women posting that they bought something dumb that really has like no value just to prove that they have like ADD and can't stop fidgeting. I have the same problem. I've been diagnosed with ADD, and I find plenty of things during the day to manipulate and play with to satisfy my lack of interest in certain topics or things during the day at work. You don't need to buy a fidget cube. You don't need to jump on this bandwagon of something that everyone is saying is the latest and greatest just because it's perpetuated through the media. If you really truly have ADD, you understand that anything can be fidgeted with. You can drum on the steering wheel. You can click a pen and a pencil. You can, fold a paper in half. Anything you can find, you can fidget with. And yet you're going to drop money on some cube that some idiot made. It's like the pet rock. Some dumbass invention that people are lining up to buy. They say a sucker is born every minute, and I'm not upset at the creators of the pink unicorn frappuccino or this fidget cube. But I'm just making the point that women, for whatever reason, gravitate towards these objects in mass, to where I can't think of something that men gravitated towards. There are trends, like Pokemon. I remember back in 5th grade, that was huge. It came out, but that was like men and women. Gamers, guys that were interested in video games, really gravitated to Pokemon and the toys and the anime, whatever. I've seen a lot of fashion trends, a lot of other things rise and fall, but in terms of strictly being about men, I don't see men gravitating towards things like this pink frappuccino or like the pumpkin latte or like, the fidget cube or the selfie stick, to where women, whether it's a status symbol, whether they feel they're important, whether they think it's just something that they should do, you post a picture of it and it garners all these responses, comments, and likes. So why not do it? If you're a woman, you are granted A-class personality benefits. You're a first-class citizen. Men are second-class. To just tie this video up, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about minimalism. The fact that so many people are stuck in this habit of keeping up with the Joneses. And, for that matter, who are the Joneses? The average person, where did the statement come from? Was it from a movie? Was it from some type of other media? But, either way, people are trying to keep up with the latest and greatest fashion trends, with the home trends, with things that are going on in different industries to make them seem like they have financial largesse, to make it seem like they have their shit together. And as MGTOW, we've walked away from that. Realized that having a smaller place, paying less electricity, less carbon impact on the world, you can live in a place like, I mentioned MGTOW's Freedom John, kind of inspired by him because he's an older man who's got his shit together, been through the marriage, divorce, whole shebang, and lives in a fifth wheel, a trailer where he has all of his accoutrement. He has a lazy boy recliner, he has 3-4 TVs, he's got cigars and liquor and high quality things that he wants in life. You don't need to have this big McMansion, all these other things. And I'd like to talk to you guys about the decline in suburbs and the decline of brick and mortar establishments in vein of the rise of the internet. But that's going to be a topic for another day. I just kind of wanted to finish this video off in saying that I was looking at almost buying a condo for myself. I was inspired by John. I love living with my roommate now, but it would be almost nice to be, going my own way from it, living my own life, being able to get off from work and not have actions be dictated to me by my roommate. We only have one TV, it's mine, but it's in the living room, so if he wants to play games or whatever, it is his PlayStation, so it may be my TV, but I'm not a liability, or, I don't have the ability to just go and say, hey, I'm taking the TV upstairs, because that's where our whole surround sound system is set up, whatever. The point is, it just would be nice to move away. If I found this condo, it was 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, around 700 square feet, and was $52,000, which is pretty reasonable, something seemingly I could afford. I know condo fees are a whole other animal, property tax, whatever. But I mentioned this to my mom real briefly about, trying to find a place. And she's like, don't you want to get married someday? Don't you want to have someone live with you? What's a woman going to think when you're living in a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom condo? I'm like, well, I'm not married now, am I? I didn't tell her the whole MGTOW thing about me never, ever planning to get married, as it's just a fucking debt trap and a detriment to your health, livelihood, and emotional stability. But I just would rather live in either a house that is 600, 700, 800 square feet max, that's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, minimal heat print. I talked about this to you guys before, but studies have been shown that people generally use about 60 or 50% of their house in terms of heat maps. Done on houses, people gravitate towards the living room, their bedrooms at certain times, other areas, and somewhere between 60 and 50% of the home is unused. So if I get a house that has 2 and 3 bedrooms, the bedroom's going to be closed off. They may have a bed in there in terms of a guest, but how many guests am I going to have over? I was basically shamed by my mom and by my grandma about wanting to buy this condo, about minimalistic living. They're talking about, oh, the future, you might find a woman. You better get your shit together. You better have your money all lined up or else she's not going to like it. It's fuck you, you know? I'm MGTOW. I don't care about women. I don't care about what they want. All I care about is what is going to be financially viable for myself to live and to have a fulfilling, rich life. Where I live now, things are great. My roommate's great, but like I've said, there's certain things where I feel I can't expand my wings to the full extent of wanting to be Vladimir Sauce and put videos online and do whatever I want to do. Like, I feel I'm a little bit trapped in where I am right now, and people want to shame you, tell you to get a bigger place, tell you got to go out of your budget, out of your zone for a potential of marriage, which us as MGTOW know is a detriment, is something we don't want. So you get shamed for wanting to buy a small place, and at the same time, women just fall on the bandwagon of jumping into things where I don't see men doing the same thing. Men are strong, and until the woman comes along and tells them they have to do something, they're pretty steadfast in changing. At least that's what I've noticed. You know, men like their hobbies. They like what they like. And, you know, once a woman comes in, starts changing you, telling you to do things at a certain time, act a certain way at certain moments, your lifestyle is going to change. And I just don't see men en masse gravitating towards some new beverage from Starbucks, some new luxury item in terms of, you know, the Prada bags, the pumpkin spice lattes, the selfie stick, the fidget cubes. Men figure out how to get their needs met in the minimalistic way possible. And women want to shame you for that. They want you to keep up with the Joneses. They post online about what they have, and other women are jealous about it and comment on it. And it starts this whole cycle of, hey, you've got something that I want? Oh, was it good? 40, 50 comments later, oh, I got to get that too. And then they post another picture. It starts a whole other conversation. Men have walked away. Not everyone. Some people are still in the blue pill world, but men and women are different. It is a biological fact. It is biology. It cannot be argued with. Sexual dimorphism is real, and it just cannot be denied. So many people want to shame you, tell you that we're the same. But look at what women do in terms of the difference between men. Men want to attract a woman. They primarily do fashion trends, stick with other different hobbies, pastimes for women. But women do it for just no reason. And I'd like to know what you guys think. For, you know, my video, every MGTOW content, for everybody that shares content that you can agree with, that you can understand, please like, please subscribe, please share it. We want to help get MGTOW philosophy growing and save as many people as we can from a life of detriment, from misery, and from keeping up with the Joneses. It's okay to have, you know, the bare minimal in life and be happy. You don't need to have this McMansion up in the burbs where, you know, you're away from everybody and your friendships are deteriorating, your quality of life is going downhill. The woman is telling you you got to work harder, work more to keep up, to get a better chair, to get a better car, to get a better lifestyle, to get a better house. And as going MGTOW, we know the answer. It's figuring out your shit on your own and being able to enjoy life and all the great things that it has to offer without a woman. Because it seems like, you know, hey, biology is there, women are attractive, but we know where this path leads. It's cheaper to hire prostitutes. It's cheaper to get what you paid for up front, know what's going on, and not fall into a long-term commitment. So, thank you guys for listening. I hope this video went somewhere. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for showing me the way, fellow MGTOW, fellow Red Pill men. You guys are the best, and I've just seen my life quality go up so much in the past 2 years. A lot less anxiety, a lot less pressure to try and find somebody, to try and settle down, to try and be anything but what I want to be. And I hope that I can pass along the message to you guys to feel empowered to be the same, because it is the best way to live. It's being self-actualized and realizing that you don't need a hand to hold when you're dying. You don't need someone to be shedding a tear over you for a life of misery. that you didn't want, just for one tear at the end. It's not worth it. So thank you guys for listening. Thumbs up for all MGTOW. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and just keep enjoying life. Keep staying strong. Keep empowering others to keep making content. If you feel like making content and you're worried about it not being good, just, put it out there. So many people are listening on YouTube. So many people are awakening every day, and there's no reason to be afraid. So just share the content, share the knowledge, share the brotherhood. Just go MGTOW.